Hey guys, we're at the back of my house right now. This is the back side of my siding, and I saw yesterday when I was working on my deck some water stains had been coming and leaking onto my siding. So I pulled some of this off and found there was a little area, a little football sized area on my sheathing that was starting to rot. So I took the sheathing off, or I guess I'm starting to take the sheathing off, and I found what was causing this. So for 20 years there had been a nail puncturing this PVC water pipe, this drain pipe right here, and over time it had slowly rotted out this area and it was starting to rot through my sheathing. So I'm going to make a video and show you guys how I fix this. But first I'm going to take off the rest of the sheathing so I can give you guys a clearer picture of what's going on. Alright guys, quick update on the project. As you can see, I've removed a lot of the sheathing, tore out some of this insulation, and cut away this rotted area, what was rotted, just so I can get a better look at how to fix this. This guy right here was the culprit. I think you guys can see the nail hole there with the crack. That's where the water had been leaking. And since it was sitting right here, the majority of the rot occurred on this board and this board. I went ahead and also added some wood hardener and then painted these boards with some Kills paint in hopes that it'll prevent any future rotting if it does occur again. But what I'm going to go do now is I'm going to put a little support right here and sister this up with these boards here, just so whatever these two boards are holding has a little bit more support, because right now there's not much to these boards. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to put the PVC piping on, cement these up, and put some insulation in, and then resheath the area and call it good. I'll keep you guys updated and show you how I do the PVC piping and the sistering of the boards. So I'm going to show you guys real quick how I apply the primer and cement to the pipes to keep them from falling apart. There's two steps to this. You got a purple primer, which is really messy and really stinky, so I've got a tarp below to protect my siding from any drippage, but it's pretty simple. You just take this little brush and paint along the edges here, the primer, making sure to cover enough space so that you can fit your coupling around all of it, and then also put a little bit of primer on the inside of your coupling, get it nice and coated. Okay, I'll give that a few seconds, and then I'm going to apply the cement, which is also messy and also smelly, so be careful with it. Once you apply the cement, you're not going to have much time to work, so you got to be pretty quick. I'll first apply it to my pipe. Again, just coating the area where the primer is, and then apply it a little bit on the inside of the coupling as well. And then I'll push the pipe in, push it together, give it a little turn, and then hold it in for about 30 seconds. I'm not going to go through every single pipe, but I'll show you the end result when it's done. Okay, so here's how my project ended up. I didn't end up sistering these two boards over here like I said I was going to. I felt that they had enough support from the two beams surrounding it. But as you can see, I glued all the PVC piping together and put a little rubber clamp on the stack pipe. There's no water coming through that specific pipe, so I'm not as worried about having rubber versus PVC piping there. These two pipes were a little bit challenging to get the glue on the back side, just because there wasn't much room between the piping in the wall, but I tested it and no water was coming out. These pipes only serve my faucet, so there's not a lot of water pressure coming from it. So that's one advantage I have there. But overall, it wasn't too difficult of a project. I put the insulation on, not the greatest insulation job, don't judge me there. But I'm going to put the sheathing back on. I'm going to nail that in, and then put the siding on, and we'll call it a good project. Thanks for watching.